All right, let's get ready. Oh my gosh, my skin. I don't know what that is. It's been like 3 months. I probably need to find a dermatologist or something. That guy's question today was so funny. How does it feel to be rich? Like, what an odd question, but also, what does that even mean? I don't even remember how I answered on my live, but it really has got me thinking. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I wish I was rich. I mean, how cool would that be? Ugh, okay. What is happening? I literally just got this. What is happening? Hello? Why is this not working? Oh my God, what is happening? Oh, okay, I'm so dumb. But I guess I should have asked what his definition of rich was. Like, for me, it's being able to do literally anything you want without worrying about the financial consequences. There's not necessarily a number to it. It's not like I need to have $10 million in the bank. It's just like the freedom to do and buy what you want when you want, even on a whim. And I am definitely not there, not even close. Hopefully one day, but definitely not today. I mean, I did go to 5 Beyonce concerts last year, but that was at a sacrifice for other goals. And I feel like rich people don't have to sacrifice things to get what they want. Or I could imagine that they don't have to, I guess. But Beyonce was also my depression expense. Yeah, last year was rough. That was a rough year. Maybe I should go check on our tenants in Houston. Throw them an email. Or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not like my landlord checks on me, but I'm also like one of 1,000 people who live here, so I doubt they even know who I am. I always forget how to do this. Am I supposed to be dragging downward or upward? I also have to remember to do my red light therapy this week. It's been a while. Oof, that feels good right there. I have noticed that my brow muscles have gotten a lot less tight since my gua sha. I really have no idea what I'm talking about, but girl, you looking good for 37. That is right. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saving up for my 40th birthday. Like, how scary is that? Because I feel like I was just in high school last year. Like, I don't feel like I'm close to being 40. But I guess that's also the thing. Like, rich people don't have to save up for things they want, right? Like, they don't have to. Like, I have to if I want to have a birthday party. But I think now, especially since there's no longer like a middle class, quote unquote, there are definitely levels to being rich. I think I'm at the first level or like at the very base level, which is like I can go to the grocery store and not look at price tags. Before, I definitely had to do that. Remember when like treating yourself to a $30 sushi meant that you could only eat ramen for a few days? That's so crazy because that's really not that long ago. And I always expected that that would be the reality that I was living in. I mean, it's not like I'm shopping at Irwan or anything because that place is so fucking stupid. I could never justify paying $20 for a smoothie. That is my limit. There we go. I can go to grocery stores without worry, but I will not pay $20 for a Haley Bieber smoothie. It ain't happening. I think we can also comfortably live because we are childless, but we would definitely be financially tight if we had kids. Obviously, we'd have to pay for childcare because none of our family lives here. We would definitely move out of downtown. I think that's why I'm fine without children right now because I'm not like at the moment willing to sacrifice my lifestyle to have kids. Also, my parents aren't like pressuring us to have kids, so I like feel like there's time. It is kind of crazy how easy it was for Popo or like my parents to buy a house and have kids all on an average salary, like working for the airlines, because I know I make more money than they did at my age, but like now having kids seems completely unaffordable. Like, how are people doing it? But I also guess that's why people aren't really having kids right now, right? Like, literally everywhere in the world, the birth rate is down. That LA Times article was a crazy read. Like, it costs $300,000 to raise a kid, not even including college. Like, that is insane. Remember that time you sat next to a family of 6 on the airplane going to Disneyland? Like how? Literally. How can people afford that? That is insane. I could not even go on a weekend trip anywhere and put the dogs in boarding on a whim because that is just way too expensive. Crazy. Obviously, being rich, like actually rich, would make things so much easier. If I didn't have to worry about money, I think I would definitely feel more comfortable having a kid, but I don't know. I like my lifestyle, and also I know that when I was growing up, it was a struggle, and I don't want to go through that as a parent. Not that we were ever like poor or I was never made to feel poor, but I definitely know looking back that we were struggling. And my parents sacrificed a lot. And at this time, I'm just not really willing to make that kind of sacrifice. Yeah, being rich would definitely make things a lot easier. Ooh, we could go like on quarterly trips. We could finally get another dog. We could get Leroy, a Leroy. Man, it would like, what would it be like to like win the lottery? I feel like that would be so fun, but also equally scary. I think the first thing, obviously, pay off everyone's mortgage and debt, all the family, immediate family. Brian would probably want to put aside money for Laura and Enzo's college. We could finally buy a house in LA with a big yard and help all the rescue animals. Actually, no. I want enough land. I want land so we can have a farm because these grocery prices are only going to go up. And who knows what they put in our food, honestly. I could also buy Popo's house and redo it. Oh my God. Maybe I'll start a Pinterest board for ideas. I wonder how different the world would be if rich people actually did good. Not for like vanity or for tax breaks, but like actually to improve the community. I do feel like I could do a lot of good with a lot of money. Or maybe I would just turn into a psycho. Who knows? But like also imagine being able to afford quality clothes. Like Brian thinks I'm cheap for borrowing all of his clothes, but I would just rather spend money on other things like food or the dogs. But I also think there's definitely a sense of trauma, like little t trauma, about being in debt. Even nearly 5 years later, I'm still afraid of being one emergency away from struggling again. And I feel like that's not necessarily healthy. Like I'm constantly worried about being able to afford emergencies, even though we have a fully funded emergency fund. I'm worried about rent being due, even though I always have enough money now. I still get anxiety in the morning, but now instead of anxiety being over debt and unpaid debt, it's over like simply overwriting an expense in my budget planner that I forgot to do. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely considered trauma. Yeah, I don't know. All I've ever wanted was to make enough money to get out of debt. And I achieved that. My spending habits haven't changed and my money routines are still the same. The only difference now is that I have more money going into future goals instead of going into debt. So that's cool. Maybe I should start doing more financial videos again. Oh yeah, we're looking cute today.